Welcome in or welcome back to Yew Tree Tarot. We're going to do a pick a card reading today about who or what is coming in this week. So I think we will place some oracle cards face down. We'll have a pause. You can pick whichever card sort of appeals to you. Don't take too long, sort of follow your intuition, but pause the video if you need to briefly. So that's card one, pile one, that's for pile two, and that's for pile three. There'll be timestamps in the description box below, so if you'd like to take a moment, pick one of the cards, whichever one you're intuitively drawn to. I'll see you in your pile where we will pull some tarot cards, and then at the end we'll flip the oracle card over and see what advice we get from those. Okay, I'll see you in your piles. Pile one, if you picked the first oracle card that we pulled, this is your card, and we'll leave that there and flip it at the end of the reading. But I think we'll start with getting some energy from the Rider-Waite, see what or who is coming in for pile one this week. What information would you like them to know? What guidance can you give? See where we go. So we'll take three cards across the top. Oopsie, for the base energy. Usually we'll flip them now. Ooh, Nine of Cups in reverse, Wheel of Fortune, and the Ace of Pentacles. So the Nine of Cups in reverse is normally a card, well, the Nine of Cups upright is a card of fulfillment, happiness, can sometimes come off as a little greedy, but upside down it probably means that you're not feeling terribly fulfilled, feeling something's missing, something's lacking a little bit, can't quite get to where you want to be. The Wheel of Fortune is obviously things are about to move, whether you like it or not, but it seems like you might like it, because following the Wheel of Fortune we have the Ace of Pentacles, which is normally a new beginning, an offer coming in. Might be something that you have to work at a little bit to get it off the ground, but that's generally quite a nice card to appear. Means something is coming. Okay, I think we'll clarify these with the lights here. Okay, so clarifying the reverse Nine of Cups for pile one. Why is that here? Who or what is coming in? Please give us some more information. Shuffle. Okay, so we have Four of Wands. It's normally a card of celebration, or of, traditionally it's known as the card of marriage in the tarot, but coming together, stability, four pillars holding that tent nice and stable, people celebrating. So it's generally a positive, nice card. The Emperor, he's the head honcho on the male side of the tarot. Combination of all four kings. He can be a little bit controlling, but generally he's a fairly steady, stable guy with pretty much, the divine masculine. And that's followed by the Five of Swords, which tends to be a card of confusion or sometimes conflict, kind of Swords are thoughts or words, so it's possible that you thought this Emperor was your nine of cups originally, but then you kind of discovered that he wasn't. Made you scratch your head a bit, put you in your head a bit, maybe. So why is the Wheel of Fortune here for pile 1? A bit more information about what happened or what's coming, what's changing. Okay, we have our 3 cards. So we have the Seven of Swords. Seven of Swords is generally a card of deceit or lies, mistruths, someone possibly holding something back. And the Knight of Swords, generally about an incoming message or racing towards something quickly, fast movement with the Knight. And the King of Wands. So it looks like to me that you possibly had a little bit of romantic upset, should I say, with a partner in the past. Kind of led to you scratching your head a bit, but sort of things have changed and you've maybe uncovered some lies or deceit, or you've had some information come racing in. It's the Knight of Swords. Swords are thoughts and words. Could be information coming in. And that's kind of, this could be them, but to me it kind of feels more like your energy. So you've kind of taken on board something, got the information, seen through the deceit, and now you're kind of taking a strong, with the King of Wands, taking a strong forward movement, driving forward with your own passion. The lion in the background there makes me think of the Strength card. He's obviously there to help him out, so kind of maybe got some inner strength. You've got some inner strength going on, which it's nice. It's nice. Okay, and why is the Ace of Pentacles here for pile number 1? My shuffling is off today. I don't know, maybe these cards were the wrong deck. Okay, but we've got the 3 there. So the 4 of Pentacles in reverse. They all fell out reversed, I think. King of Swords in reverse. And the 6 of Wands in reverse. So I would say that with the 4 of Pentacles in reverse, clarifying the Ace of Pentacles, I would say that you're not really holding back as much as you were. Perhaps you kind of used to put up with bad behavior or with, kind of discrepancies in truth or honesty. But it looks like there's a new start for you. You're kind of taking hold of a new frame of mind or a new outlook, not holding back, not kind of letting anyone walk all over you anymore. Kind of getting a bit more King of Swordsy, even though he's come out in the reverse. I think possibly you are kind of more in charge of the truth. You might not like hearing it, but I think you're kind of going to run with what you know now and not hold back and not take other people's nonsense potentially. And then the Six of Wands in reverse, it's a card of celebration in the upright, but I think in the reverse, maybe you're just not quite there yet. Sort of, obviously this was a little bit uncomfortable. Wasn't a very nice time emotionally. So I think possibly it's just going to take you a minute to turn that the right way round and kind of breathe a sigh of relief that you got through this and that you've decided not to hold back, not to put other people's feelings before your own. You're kind of taking a minute to sit and think. But I think the advice there is that really to turn this the right way round, you do need to speak your truth. Speak your truth and don't hold back, and see where things fall, really. Okay. So kind of looks like, because we started with the cups there, looks like a love reading. Got the Emperor, the King of Wands. He's probably my least favourite king. He can be a bit showy. He's passionate. He's driven, but he can be a bit, what's the word? Surface level. He can be a bit kind of surface level, a bit showy. Okay, I think we'll flip your oracle card and see what that says. Okay, so it's number 33, which is night. Let's read that from the book. Night. It is here that all the chatter, all the noise, all the action of the day subsides and quiet returns. Night creates a space to contemplate the day as a whole. What event had the most significant impact and will help you grow? Are there events such as petty squabbles that serve you little and can be released into the dark? Night brings to your awareness your sleep hygiene. The ability to get a solid 8 hours of sleep has been proven to not only help your mood but also improve your health. Both dementia and heart disease are linked to lack of sleep. Do you practice healthy sleeping habits? Are your nights filled with restorative sleep, or does your racing mind keep you awake? When the night card appears, you may need to focus on creating a healthy bedtime routine. You know, at the end of the day, you know what's happened. You've kind of come to the realization of it. You've got your internal strength. You're going to move forward. Don't hold on to things from the past. Don't hold on to the lies or the dishonesty. But also don't hold yourself back. You know how you feel. You've got the truth. You know the truth. The King of Swords there. And to turn it around, you just got to kind of let it wash off you. And also, obviously, get some good sleep. All right, I hope you enjoyed that. If you did, please like, share, and subscribe. And I'll see you next time. Bye. Hello, pile 2. If you pick the second oracle card as the one you were drawn to, this is your pile. We'll leave your card there. We'll flip that over at the end and see what the advice or the information that comes through from that will be. I think we will lay down 3 cards for base energy using the World Unknown Tarot, and then we'll clarify to dive a bit deeper, get some extra information. Okay, so we have the 9 of Cups. That uncannily was in that position for pile 1. I think it was in reverse. We have the Lovers, and we have the 3 of Pentacles. So maybe pile 1 has leveled up in pile 2. We'll see. Okay, so the 9 of Cups is generally a card of fulfillment, happiness, kind of getting the things you want. Can be a bit greedy, but I don't think that doesn't give me a greedy vibe in this instance. The Lovers, traditionally, it's Major Arcana, traditionally a card of choice, but often it's used to represent two soulmates coming together, or kind of a good coupling, as it were. And the Three of Pentacles is about building together, collaboration, putting a stable foundation in for the future. So, let's see, I imagine this pile may also be about a person or a love relationship. Okay, so the Nine of Cups is clarified by the Chariot, the Ace of Wands, and the Knight of Pentacles. So the Chariot is a card sometimes of control, sometimes of speeding forward. Yeah, it's normally someone who's kind of in charge and control of their direction, the way that they're going, you know. So he's deciding the direction that these two Sphinx are going to pull him in. So that's good. And then we had the Ace of Wands. That tends to be a passionate new beginning. Wands of fire and passion. So could well be an offer, a passionate, fiery offer coming in. And the Knight of Pentacles, he's a steady knight. He's the slowest knight, but he also is very, very reliable. And he's bringing a nice pentacle to offer. So I would say that potentially there is someone steady and stable, kind of in control of themselves, potentially going to come in and make an offer. Okay, so why is the Lovers here for pile 2? What can they expect? Who or what can they expect to come in on the way soon? Okay, so we have the Emperor. Oh well, the Emperor was also actually in pile 1. And the Magician in reverse. So one more. And the Three of Cups. So the Emperor is kind of the head honcho guy of the tarot. All 4 kings rolled into one, sometimes known as the Divine Masculine. He's looking pretty stable there. Can be a bit overly controlling, but or like things his way a bit too much, but he looks reasonably approachable to me, so I don't think he's too much that way. Magician, normally a card of manifestation or transformation, kind of as above so below, so you know, kind of turning your dreams into reality, possibly. But he was in reverse, so let's see. Followed by the Three of Cups, which is card of celebration, coming together, community. So the Magician, so even though the Magician is in reverse, you see he's still pointing as above, so below, but he's actually got the thing, the baton, in his hand, which is on the ground. So, and there are also flowers here, so it kind of looks like doesn't really make too much difference to me, because he was pointing up, but now it's actually materialized here, whereas the other way around, he's got the wand in his sky hand or in his heaven outward hand and is pointing to bring it down to earth. But it seems the Emperor may have already manifested down to earth for this pile by now. And the Three of Cups celebration. So that's looking quite positive. So potentially you have a steady, stable Emperor coming in to build with. Okay, so pile 3, why is the Three of Pentacles here? What or who is coming in? Give us a bit more information about why the Three of Pentacles is here for pile 2. Okay. So we have the Seven of Swords, the Sun, and the Two of Cups. To clarify the Three of Pentacles, so the Seven of Swords is normally someone who's a bit sneaky. Kind of this guy is sneaking off with the swords, but you know, he's actually taking them so that they can't be used against him. So I don't think he's necessarily stupid. I think he's quite, it's one way of solving the problem. I notice he's got 5 in his arms and he has left 2 behind. So the Two of Swords is sometimes a decision, or sometimes being at a crossroads. Followed by the Sun. The Sun is kind of the happiest card in the tarot. It's great. You kind of are aware of any deceitfulness, as opposed to the Moon, where things can be a bit hidden in shadow. The Sun illuminates everything. So I don't think there's going to be any sneaky deaky behaviour from this Emperor guy, this chariot rider. I think this is all going to be out in the open. I think it's saying that the deceit and everything is left in the past. Any deceit that you may have been through with previous partners or previous relationships or situations. And then we have the Two of Cups. So that's 2 people coming together, 2 soulmates potentially coming together, both bringing a cup. It's really lovely. So that's a nice outcome. I think we'll flip your oracle card now. So we've got number 21, which is gifts. There's a crow here, he's got a safety pin, some stones, feather, key, coin. Number 21. When I would discover a foreign object on my apartment balcony, my heart would sing. One time my gift arrived in the form of a bright green cap, and another time it was a very long stick. Crows express gratitude and appreciation when they feel a connection with a human. Gifts asks that you take a moment to recognize a connection and make somebody's day by dropping off a gift. Gifts come in all shapes and sizes. Not everything needs to be shiny or valuable. Sometimes a gift is simply a smile or someone holding the door for you. Gifts during a reading may appear as a reminder to be grateful for all the good things that have happened during your situation. Just like crows, dropping off a bottle cap as a love gesture, the universe sends us gifts every day. All it wants in return is to know that they are appreciated. Imagine if you gave someone a gift and they didn't acknowledge it. You might think twice before giving them another. Now think about when you give someone a gift and they are appreciative. It makes you want to give them another one. The universe is just like that. Gifts is simply a reminder to say thank you, so that the universe will continue sending you more. Nice. So yeah, I think it looks like you've got a fair bit to be grateful for with what's coming in for you. I imagine it's quite possibly a person, male or female, no gender in tarot obviously, so I'm just saying he or she because of the people on the cards, but interpret it for whatever suits your situation. But yeah, fiery new start for you. Okay, pile 2, hope you enjoyed that. If you did, please like, share and subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Hello, pile 3. If you chose the third oracle card, then this pile is for you. We will lay down 3 cards for base energy, which we will then clarify to get some more information about what or who is coming in for you soon. Or it's already on the way. Okay, so you have the Knight of Cups. He's on his way to bring you a cup by the look of it. You have the Hermit, and you have the Seven of Pentacles. Okay, good. We'll clarify this Rider-Waite deck. 3 of Cups wanted to show itself there, but I don't think it wanted to be. Oh, and the Star. So it's looking quite positive. 3 of Cups celebration, Star, wish fulfillment. But we won't get ahead of ourselves. Pile 3. Why is the Knight of Cups here? For who or what is coming in? For pile number 3. So we have the 8 of Wands. So it's fast movement generally. Wands quite often interpreted as incoming messages. We have the King of Cups. So from a knight to a king for a message. And we have the King of Wands. So he's a passionate fella, takes action, very decisive, can be a bit flamboyant, whereas the King of Cups, he tends to be a little more reserved. He's about cups, so cups is emotions and love, so he tends to be a little bit softer, but not always show his full cup until he feels completely ready. But the King of Wands, he's kind of bringing the passion and the kind of forward movement, I would have thought. So it looks like you might have a Knight of Cups developing into a King of Cups. So the Hermit, why is the Hermit here for pile 3? For what's coming in, what or who's coming in? Okay, so we have Moon clarifying the Hermit. So the Moon tends to talk about things that aren't quite ready to be seen yet, can sort of hide in the shadows a bit, hidden things, mystery a little bit. But we have the Sun, so the Sun is obviously the opposite of the Moon, so that illuminates everything. There's no not as many shadows, or not as many things hide in the shadows when the Sun's out. So so the Hermit is clarified by the Sun, by the Moon, the Sun, and the 3 of Wands. 3 of Wands is about making a decision on the precipice of kind of jumping off of this cliff he's standing on. So the Hermit tends to be about taking yourself off and sort of getting in touch with your inner voice, your inner feelings, your intuition. So maybe you wanted to kind of getting this as you more than them, but maybe you wanted to just double check that this night probably came in quite quickly with the 8 of Wands. Seems to be a pretty balanced, he's 2 of the 4 kings, so he's pretty balanced. But maybe you wanted to take a minute, I would imagine, because you wanted to check out things, the sun, the moon. So look at things from both sides, from the light side and the dark side. And the Three of Wands before making a decision to kind of jump into anything too quickly or too impulsively. Why is the Seven of Pentacles here for pile 3? What or who is coming in? Seven of Pentacles. Okay, so we've got Knight of Wands, Page of Wands, and the Hierophant. So Seven of Pentacles tends to be a card of kind of reaping what you've sowed, maybe. This guy's patient. He planted the seeds, waited for the pentacles to grow, and now they're about ready to harvest. Can be a card of timing. The Knight of Wands is a passionate, can be a little impulsive, but he's definitely ready to move forward on his galloping horse. He's a bit quicker than the Knight of Cups, but he's diving into something passionate. The Page of Wands is kind of about a little bit more innocence, a little bit more open to exploration or to having adventures. And the Hierophant, he's the high priest of the tarot. So he is kind of as much in touch with the heavens as he is with the earth. It's about tradition. So I would say that you sort of waited, you took your time to make sure things were right and things were balanced and that you were happy that it was going to fit into your kind of worldview, your structure, your daily structure, there's 2 pillars, there's 2 chaps down here, there's 2 keys. So it's given me the sense of balance and sort of stable. So I think possibly you kind of hung on a bit, had a good, not a dark night of the soul as such, but you had a good sort of search inside yourself. Didn't hurry, didn't rush into things, even though this may have happened quite quickly. You kind of stood back, took stock, and then you're like, yeah, I think actually I am ready for a new adventure. I will jump in and I think it'll fit into the structure of my life. It seems to be what it's saying to me. Okay, let's flip your oracle card, pile 3. And you've got number 32, which is nature. So number 32. It is our connection to nature that fills our spirit and reunites us with divine energy. Living in a city full of concrete buildings, it can feel as though Mother Nature resides so far away, but she is here in the grass that sprouts up in the cracks on the sidewalk, in the overgrown, empty lots, in the birds that mingle with us in the park. All we need to do is look, and we will find that connection. Nature asks that you see the evidence of divine energy that is all around you, regardless of the landscape. When nature appears, it may also indicate that you are long overdue for some outside time. Take this as a cue to go for a walk, head out into the park, or go to the beach. New ideas and inspiration will come through connection with nature. So, yeah, I mean, you kind of look like you're ready to go for a nice walk, maybe with this gentleman over here. Obviously no gender in tarot, so I'm only saying gentlemen because these are guys on the card, but reverse that to suit your situation. There is no gender at all in tarot. I hope you enjoyed that pile 3, and if you did, please like, share and subscribe, and I'll see you next time.